Hi, I'm Marky.
And Freddy,
Welcome to another week of deals. Our promise is to help you find the best games at the best possible price. We already did the search and looked into different retailers and stores to bring you the best deals we found for this week. Before we start, please remember to give us a like if you enjoy the video, subscribe, and click the bell icon for notifications. It'll always help our channel grow. And with that being said, let's get started. We're going to be starting this week's sales with a sale going on at Best Buy, specifically for Rainbow Six Siege Deluxe Edition, both the PlayStation 4/5 and the Xbox One/Series X versions going from $39.99 all the way down $25 to $15. Rainbow Six Siege has been an ongoing game. It was on the brink of almost just being dead, but thankfully the community and the developers rallied behind it, and it's now a stronger community than ever. It's changed to more of a season format, with new operators, weapons, maps, and modes being added on a consistent basis. It's a game that is still thriving on both its community and with developer support. It's a game that's going to continue seeing life, especially with now this new cross-generation bundle. Getting a hold of this version will get you access to the next generation ones, which is proof from the developers that the game will be seeing a long life for a good while to come. So if you haven't already, pick it up now at this low price.
the next game we have on sale is Hitman HD Collection on PlayStation Store for $8.99, dropping from its regular price of $30.
Now, Freddie, I haven't heard too much, or at least I haven't played a lot of the Hitman games. What kind of people is this game for?
This game is for those who are looking for a stealth gameplay. Every mission will have few targets to assassinate, and for that you have the option to choose from a variety of weapons, such as sniper or machine gun, depends on your style. You can wander in the mission the way you want, kill anybody, take their clothes, and disguise yourself as anybody, until you reach the target that you will kill silently, hopefully, without making any noise that can turn on any alarm. Now, let's say you killed some people and you left their body on the floor. That can open some investigation about you, and the next mission will end up having more security guards. So the game keeps you on your toes and kind of pressure you to do everything perfectly and silently. The second game in the collection, Hitman Absolution, is a little different because you'll pick up the weapons from inside the mission itself instead of choosing them before you start the mission. And usually the right weapon will be ready for you at the right time inside the mission, and can also show you the footsteps on the floor for the enemies that you're targeting, which kind of kills some of the suspenses. However, the game has a stronger story than the first one, and it has more cinematic scenes like walking on the edge of the building while it's exploding, or a helicopter also searching for you and you're trying to hide in the dark. The remaster definitely also play at 60 frames per second and has higher resolution, and all of that is for $8.99. I've never seen it dropping below that price, so I highly recommend it.
The deals continue with Last of Us Part 2, not only at the PlayStation Store, but actually at other retailers as well, is going down half off from $29.99, from $59.99. One of the most highly anticipated games and highly critically acclaimed games from 2020. Last of Us Part 2, I will say, does piggyback a lot off of Last of Us Part 1. If you haven't played that already, do give it a shot. And Last of Us Part 2 takes everything that the first one did and cranks it up to 11 in emotional storytelling, in gameplay, and in just twists and turns in general. Gives you a lot of things, a lot of environments to explore, and a really gut-wrenching story to get you going. It's not for the squeamish, we'll say. It's got a very serious, very dark, and very brutal way of telling its story. It takes a lot of twists and turns, and it's definitely worth checking out. And half off from a $60 game is the best way to do it. So definitely add this to your collection if you haven't already.
So Marky, do I have to play the first game of Last of Us to understand the second one?
I will have to say, sadly, yes. The story is very reliant on the events of the first one. It does kind of give you a small primer, but it ultimately doesn't lead you in on all the little nuances and context that the first game gives you. So story-wise, you most definitely need to play the first one. But you can always get away with it at $30. You can at least pick up the game to make sure it's part of your collection before you ever do start playing the first one. If it helps, actually, while all retailers are having this at $29.99, an important one to note is actually at GameStop. There's a membership that's available for $14.99, but one of the biggest benefits you can get from it is a $5 coupon that you can use every month for an entire year. You can use actually that coupon to knock Last of Us Part 2 down even further, another $5, walking out with $24.99, which is an even better way to make sure you get as much savings as you can while enjoying one of the best games of last year.
The next game we have on PlayStation Store is Yakuza 0 and Yakuza Kiwami for $4.99, dropping all the way from $19.99. This game is made for those who want a crime drama mixed with real-life action adventure. The game is a remaster with upgraded graphics to the original game that was released originally on PlayStation 2. I need to mention that this game takes place after Yakuza 0, but you don't have to play Yakuza 0 to understand this game. The main character of the game was imprisoned for a crime he didn't commit to save his best friend. Finally, when he was released 10 years later, he started unraveling clues about the mysterious crime. Tokyo is packed with attention to details. For example, it has real-life brands and fun and diverse side quests. For example, you find yourself visiting clubs, playing darts, or even singing at a karaoke bar along with other new activities. I have to mention that the first few hours of the story is a little slow, but once you pass that portion of the game, the fun will begin and you will be hooked. And this price is definitely good to start collecting the series if you haven't. And if you watch our video from last week, we talked about the Yakuza Remastered Collection, which includes 3, 4, 5. So I hope you got that, and now you got these games for a cheap price. Also, you can try, and the demo I think is available for one of these 2 games, so you can also have the option to download them to try before you even buy. But at this price, it's definitely great.
Now, Freddie, $4.99 is obviously a great price, but is it at all possible to sweeten the deal anymore?
Sure. If you have Cash App, you can still get an extra 5 discounts boost if you make the purchase on PlayStation Store using that Cash App. Just make sure to add the discount boost before you make the purchase, and the bonus discount will automatically apply after a few hours. To learn more about that, use the link in the description below, and you can sign up for Cash App and use that discount.
Just so you guys know, a lot of our sales from last week's video are still going strong since it's a lot of the Memorial Day sale stuff. So definitely give it a shot, or give it a watch, and give it a like, of course, if you want to check out even more sales on a couple more games. We hope you enjoyed this video. Let us know in the comments below if you've played any of the games we mentioned, or if you're planning on picking up any of these titles. Thank you, and be sure to check our channel next week for more sales.